I hope you'll join me in this time machine related episode of the Dollemore Daily. Welcome to the show. First, I'm going to read a post from Donald Trump on Truth Social announcing his announcement that Charles Kushner will be made ambassador to France. And then we're going to take a stroll through memory lane with three specific headlines from the New York Times, from one particular outlet. Here's Donald Trump. I'm pleased to nominate Charles Kushner of New Jersey to serve as the U.S. ambassador to France. He is a tremendous business leader, philanthropist, and deal maker who will be a strong advocate representing our capital C country and its interests. Charlie is the founder and chairman of Kushner Companies, one of the largest and most successful privately held real estate firms in the nation, with a capital N, and also real estate, capitalized for some reason. He was recognized as New Jersey Entrepreneur of the Year by Ernst & Young, appointed to the U.S. Holocaust Memorial Council, and served as a commissioner and chairman of the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey, as well as on the boards of our top institutions, including NYU. Congratulations to Charlie, his wonderful wife, Sarah. There are 4 children and 14 grandchildren. Congratulations, grandchildren. Your grandpa is now going to be the ambassador to France. Congratulations, grandchildren. His son, Jared, who worked closely with me in the White House, in particular on Operation Warp Speed, the operation I now disavow because the QAnon weirdos in the base don't like vaccines. Criminal justice reform. What? Wait. Remember that one. That's one you want to remember. And the Abraham Accords. Of course, the Abraham Accords, which brought peace to the Middle East for all time, except for there is no peace in the Middle East. Together, we will strengthen America's partnership with France, our oldest ally, capital A, and one of our greatest. So please, if you will, join me for this jaunt down memory lane in the time machine that is provided by the internet. Here is the New York Times headline, November 30th, 2024. Trump names Charles Kushner as picked for ambassador to France. The announcement elevated Mr. Kushner, the father of President Donald J. Trump's son-in-law and the recipient of a presidential pardon, at the end of Mr. Trump's first term. What is that you say? This couldn't be self-dealing and glad-handing on the part of Donald Trump and his criminal grouping of idiots that surround him. Let's go to 4 years, almost to the day, December 23rd, 2020. Trump gives clemency to more allies, including Manafort, meaning Paul Manafort, Roger Stone, and Charles Kushner. It was the second wave of pardons and culminations by the president in 2 days, showing his willingness to use his power aggressively on behalf of loyalists. Not a shocker. Remember that, though, when people are now bitching and whining and complaining about Hunter Biden's pardon, especially conservatives. That's what I talked about at 3 p.m. today. So let's go a little bit farther back in time to 2005, January 13th, 2005. Donor apologized to sister for seduction of husband, is the headline. Here's one paragraph. In an emotional handwritten letter in August, Charles Kushner, a major developer, political donor, and philanthropist in New Jersey, they could add future nominee, future recipient of a presidential pardon, and future nominee to be the ambassador to France under Donald Trump. They could have added that if they'd known the future. Apologized to his sister. Charles Kushner apologized to his sister for hiring a prostitute to seduce her husband, who was cooperating in a federal investigation against him, and then sending her a videotape of the encounter among the drug charges. This is the man who Donald Trump has chosen, the wonderful patriot, the successful, the philanthropist, the entrepreneur. So good. This is the guy who hired a prostitute to seduce and have sex with his brother-in-law, his sister's husband, filmed the encounter, mailed the encounter via videotape to his sister so she could see her husband having sex with a prostitute. Ambassador to France. Wonderful choice, Donald Trump. Norm Eisen, ethics expert, former ambassador, had this to say on Blue Sky: I served as a U.S. ambassador and know hundreds of others. Never met one before who hired a prostitute to seduce their brother-in-law or sent a videotape of the encounter to their sister, or who committed 18 felonies and was pardoned by another in-law. I guess the job qualifications are changing. A lot is changing, as you might well know, in this country. Elections have consequences. This is what we get when morons make decisions based on false headlines, based on their own economic situation, even though generally it is absolutely improved nationwide. I mean, the same people who complained about prices are now acting like the economy is healed. Morons, because it's not. Don't let the media fool you. This isn't about economic anxiety. This is about racism, white supremacy. This is about fear mongering. This is about people who enjoy Donald Trump and what Donald Trump stands for. Bootlickers. If you voted for Donald Trump, you're a bootlicker. You're not economically anxious. You're garbage. And this is what you have given us. So thanks a lot, dipshits. Fantastic. Anyway, what do you think? I would love to know. You can call, leave me a voicemail, 714-576-4054. Or, as always, you can email me, daily@dollemore.com. I'd love to hear from you. You can also just comment below. That's a wonderful way to both juice up the algorithm. It triggers YouTube to share this content with new people. Please subscribe. I took some days off and I'm going to have to fight my way back into the good graces of that algorithm. I needed a few days this holiday. Anyway, I love and appreciate you very much. Follow me on social media if you're there. I am on Blue Sky and others at Dollemore. I'd love to see you. And I'll see you next time. Until then, be genuine. Take care of one another.